This Bitcoin metric is absolutely insane. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important technical analysis to do on Bitcoin because last night, Bitcoin set a new all-time high of $35,833 and change. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down and analyzing that rally and showing you guys where I personally believe Bitcoin is going from here. We have bullish cases, quite a lot of bullish cases, and a couple of bearish things that we need to keep in mind, so we might be able to call the top on this rally. In this video, I think you're going to be getting a lot of great value. If you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Before we get started, I do want to mention that this channel is sponsored in part by our very own Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. If you guys would like to get started using the Academy that'll teach you everything you need to know about technical analysis, trading, investing, and profiting in these markets, I encourage you to sign up with the link in the description down below and use the coupon code NEWYEARS2021. That sale will be expiring on Friday. Anyway, guys, technical analysis. What is technical analysis? Let's start with one of those ugly philosophical questions that bores you to sleep in Psych 101. Technical analysis, quite simply, is the pattern analysis of a market. What has a market done before, and what can we extrapolate from those patterns that the market might do again? I don't call it the science of technical analysis, I call it the art of technical analysis, because it's really a very interpretive field. It's subjective. But with that said, there are some things that are very much objective about technical analysis, and this chart over on Google Trends is objectively insanely bullish. As you can see, we're looking at the last 12 months for the key search term Bitcoin. Google Trends measures the amount of search volume for a search term on Google's platform against itself on a scale of 0 being the lowest search volume to 100 being the most. As you can see, compared to the search volume that Google is predicting for the week of January the 3rd through the 9th being 100, the most search volume we've seen in the last 12 months, we are seeing 10 times the search volume that we saw on Bitcoin just 2 months earlier. You can even see this circle that has been placed on this chart by Google. That indicates a breakout of search volume, and, you know, the chart doesn't lie. Search volume is expected to nearly double in a week. So why is this important? Well, let me ask you, are you new to cryptocurrency? Have you been here for less than 3 to 6 months? The answer is, statistically speaking, more than likely yes, actually. Tell me in the comment section down below if you've just discovered what cryptocurrency is. Tell me in the comment section down below if you're new to this channel and new to this industry and new to this space, because the chart doesn't lie. There are immense numbers of people coming into the cryptocurrency space that weren't here before. What drives the price action on any market, be that stocks, gold, silver, real estate? Demand. Bitcoin's supply is capped. Its demand is growing, which is going to demand that its valuation increase. So it stands to reason, when we've seen a factor of 10 times the number of people joining the cryptocurrency space, that Bitcoin would rally almost 1,000%. In truth, Bitcoin has only rallied about 95% in the last 30 days as those new searches have started to really come into effect. Ever since December the 5th, we've seen a 400% increase in search volume and only a 95% increase in price action. Am I saying that compared to the lows of $17,600, Bitcoin is about to increase by 400% in the next 2 days? No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying that Bitcoin has a very strong foundation of adoption right now, and we're seeing that grow with Google Trends. But let's look at some history, because while this may seem high, it is actually almost nothing in comparison to what we saw just a couple of years ago at the end of 2017. As you can see on Google Trends, we saw a massive spike in search interest when Bitcoin hit $20,000 just before Christmas. Compared to that high in search volume, we are only sitting at a projected 60 out of 100. What that means is that while Bitcoin is up 80% from $20,000 high, search volume is still lower. What does that indicate about the future of this bull market? It indicates massive, massive, massive bullishness. There's a disparity there, guys, and that's why I started this video talking about what technical analysis is at its core. It's pattern analysis, and it's an art. Well, one of the things that I see in the market right now is that since Bitcoin is seeing lower search volume than we saw at the end of 2017, but even though we haven't seen the same search volume return yet, we are still seeing massively higher price values. That is indicative to me that there is a gap in between what Bitcoin is trading at and what Bitcoin should be trading at, which sounds to me, I'm throwing a number out here, this isn't backed by anything other than my intuition, something like $50,000 to $60,000. But that leads us to the question, are we going to price targets like that right now? Well, you might notice volume looks very, very healthy. Volume has been consistently uptrending on Bitcoin recently. That is indicative of massive bullishness, and of course, that's what we're seeing. But one thing I have to warn you about, guys, is that we are overextended on TD sequential. We talked about this in yesterday's video, and a couple of you guys said, yeah, well, Bitcoin traded sideways for a few days, but then it continued rallying. So what? In this case, we reset TD sequential the very next day. As you can see, we had a 9 flash here, and the next day we corrected and reset the TD sequential and then traded sideways for 4 days. We had healthy consolidation. As for this TD sequential 9 flash, which happened on the 1st of January, Bitcoin has not traded sideways, and you can see these candlesticks change in color in the same way they did down here. That is indicative that the market is getting massively overextended. Does that mean that Bitcoin is about to crash to $20,000? No, and that's not what I said in yesterday's video. If you would like to go and learn more about the TD sequential metric and what it means for the future of this market, I highly encourage you to watch a video that we uploaded yesterday. I will put it in a card or in the description or on the moon somewhere, so go and find that video. But I encourage you guys to pay attention to this because the TD sequential is normally a very good indicator of corrections. And I do think even though $50,000 to $60,000 is very much in the cards, and a $40,000 Bitcoin might be in the cards in the next 2 weeks, even less, Bitcoin needs to reset that TD sequential, and it's going to happen. Mark my words, it might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow, but it's pretty likely to. Again, does that mean we're going to crash 15, 20, 25, 30%? No, we're talking maybe 5, 10%. Might be more, might be less, but I'm looking at something around that ballpark. So to recap, we're looking at an incredibly bullish market with search volume skyrocketing. Bitcoin is much higher above $20,000 than it was in 2017 with almost half the search interest. That indicates massive institutional adoption and the growth of the foundation and the fundamentals of Bitcoin, which indicates that we should be expecting higher price targets in the next several months unless some kind of collapse happens. By the way, that's very possible. We've never traded at these levels. Bitcoin is stupidly high in price action right now, so be aware that it might happen. Don't get yourself in too much danger because there's always a risk of Bitcoin correcting, but in general, the analysis does point upwards. One thing I ought to remind you of is over on CoinMarketCap, and it's these two charts. Total market capitalization chart shows that all of cryptocurrency is nearing $1 trillion in valuation. We're about to break the 1T market cap. But total market capitalization excluding Bitcoin is sitting at $300 billion compared to last bull market rallying all the way to $513 billion. Bitcoin is driving this rally. The altcoins have not even begun to catch up yet. So I'm going to leave this for the second video for today, but tune in because I'm about to talk about something that I'm going to call the altcoin engine of bull markets, and that shows you the foundation of what I was about to say. So I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That video will be coming out about 4 hours after this one does. If you enjoyed today's video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Tell me in the comment section down below, what did you get the most value out of today's video? Did you get any value out of today's video? Did you think it was a waste of time? If you did, hit that dislike button twice so I know you really hated it. Before we go, I do want to mention one more thing, and that would be the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Guys, CT2A has 36 videos and over 12 hours of high-quality content teaching you everything about cryptocurrency markets, how to trade, profit, and analyze them. It is absolutely critical that you understand that education is the gate and key to your success in this market. You must be growth-oriented. You must be continuing your education. I'm doing it myself, and I've been here for 3.5 years, and I run a YouTube channel on it, but I focus on learning every single day. Those who stop learning stop growing, and those who stop growing are probably, in this case, going to stop making money in cryptocurrency. There's one thing you need to focus on if you want to be profitable in these markets. There's one thing. One thing only. It's not how smart you are. It's not the amount of investment capital you have. It's not the people you know. It's not how good you are with a computer. The one and only thing you need to focus on to improve yourself in cryptocurrency markets is learning. It's your education. There's a reason we spend the first 25 years of our lives learning and getting educated on everything in our lives that we may need. That math class that you didn't think you need, well, maybe it comes in handy when you're doing your taxes one day. Too bad they don't teach that in school. But here we are trying to teach you guys how to trade and profit in cryptocurrency markets because it changed my life. And I know if you bust your ass, I'm not going to be able to give it to you. I can't hand it to you on a silver platter, but I can help you get there. If you work your tail off, you can do it. I believe in you because I've seen thousands of people do it with or without our program. If you don't want to join us, don't, but take the lesson I'm telling you. You must be focused on your education if you want to make it in these markets. I believe in you. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. I want to humbly thank you guys for all of the support that you've given us. We are growing so fast as a channel right now. I'm really enjoying this 2-video-a-day schedule that we're on. We're going to maybe even be going to 3 or 4 videos a day pretty soon because I'm just loving it so much. I enjoy being in front of the camera, being able to talk to you guys more. Thank you to everybody who's just joined the channel. I'm really excited about the things we're doing this year. I'm really excited about being able to give back to the community. I'm really excited about the growth that we're doing and the impact that's making in my life and my family's life and my company's life, my 5 employees, and the people we're about to hire. Guys, this has been such an incredible journey, and I didn't plan to say this, but it just kind of bubbles up sometimes. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the support, and I promise that I will be the best steward of it that I possibly can be. So Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.